2006 Volkswagen Golf R32. And for me, this is in the best spec. It's in that beautiful pearl blue metallic. 3-door, manual. It's not been messed with. It's on standard wheels. It's not been abused. Nice, clean, tidy car. Let's start with the bodywork. Let's start on this front driver's wing. It's all nice and clean. That's a beautiful blue colour, as you can see. Really nice and shiny. Lovely and clean around that arch there. They come down to the bottom here, which again is normal sort of problem area for these. That's all nice and clean, as you can see. It meets the body kit nice and straight. Now the wheels, the owner told me he's not long had them powder coated, hence why they are fantastic. But he's not happy with the centre caps, so he is dropping me a set of new centre caps off. So ignore the centre caps because they're a bit faded, but he wants to drop a new set in to go with the car, so they'll be on nice new clean ones. Use your imagination a little bit there. Coming down this driver's side, if we look down the car, you can see it is lovely and straight. It's not full of filler. You can see more of the Lotus and the Merc in the background than you can of the car, which is always a good sign. It's not wavy or anything like that. Wants a really good detail, this car. It's had a quick clean here, but it wants a really good detail. You can see all that sort of dirt that just sort of comes off there. Ignore that. Coming along that sort of sill body kit part. Lovely and tidy along there. Driver's door itself, it's got one or two tiny little scratches. Little one there, and a little one just there. But again, it is a 16-year-old motor car. Tiny little graze on the corner of the wing mirror there. Rest of it lovely and tidy. All the plastic on this is really good. Not dried out, not caked in back to black. There's no stone chips coming up that A-pillar. Got one very small one here on the roof. Coming along the rest, got another tiny one there. The leading edge of the screen all nice and tidy. The roof itself, again, not full of filler, not wavy. No ripples or dents. Lovely and tidy. It's got the standard VW glass in it. It has had tint spot on the back by the looks of things. And that light sort of factory smoke on the front. It's got a set of Team Hyco, or Hico, however you pronounce it. Wind deflectors. So again, if you want to take them off, about a 20-second job. This rear quarter, all nice and tidy. Quite often you sort of find a bit of rust coming through here on Mark V Golfs, but as you can see, lovely and clean all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. Again, ignore those centre caps. Got a tiny little mark in the lacquer, just there on that rub strip. I am being particularly picky with that. Coming around on the back, you can see both tail lights. Nice and clean and bright, no cracks or anything in those. Rear bumper sits nice and straight, as do the exhausts. Quite often these have got a bit of a wonk on them, but that sits lovely. No marks on the lower half of that bumper at all. Got a little bit of sort of wear, a little bit caught in the lacquer, just slightly there on the lip. But you do have to get right on top of it to see it. This part of the bumper all nice and tidy. It's not had things dragged in and out of the boot. On the badge and everything, and obviously the boot handle, that's all good. Got the spoiler in again. Done a terrible job of cleaning it, but other than that, lovely and tidy. The underside's nice and straight. Tint on the rear to match the side as well. If you come down this side again, lovely and straight. It's not ripply, it's not full of filler. You can see from that body line, it's nice and straight all the way down there. Tiny little scuff on this little arch here. Rear passenger side. Rest of the arch all nice and tidy all the way around, as you can see. Another good wheel and tyre. Again, ignore the centre caps. That's the last time I'm going to say that, because I'll just keep repeating myself. Nice and clean on that rear quarter. Again, it wants a good clean because I've missed bits there. Couple of little marks on the leading edge of the door where it's been open on things. Body kit on this side again fits nice and straight and tidy. You've got a tiny little chip on the in the lacquer on the body strip on this side, and one or two little stone chips. You've got one there, another one there, just in the middle of the door. Tiny little scuff on the wing mirror. But again, plastics on this side, lovely and tidy. No marks coming up that pillar. And you've got one stone chip on this side just there. As you can see, the rest of the roof lovely and tidy. And then on this front arch, you've got a tiny little mark at the bottom there, just behind the body kit, or at the top where the body kit meets the wing. The wing itself's lovely all the way around. You've got a tiny little, move the camera slightly, tiny little mark just here as well. Another good wheel and tyre. And then round on the front, amazingly, the headlights don't need polished. I've never seen a Mark V Golf that doesn't need the headlights polished. Or the tail lights for that matter, but they're really good. The aluminium sort of trim part of the grille, that's lovely. Quite often they go milky and horrible, but as you can see there, lovely and clean. 1 or 2 stone chips on the bonnet, but again, 16-year-old car, it's going to have the odd one here and there. So bodywork wise, for the age and for what it is, really, really good. On the interior, nice clean door card. Does suffer from the usual window switches fading slightly on there. So they just want replaced, really. It's the easiest way to do it. And again, this one has the leather option, so nice and clean on the seat. Both bolsters are lovely and firm, top and bottom. This one's got a little bit of wear just here. It's quite dark, you're going to struggle to see that, but there's a little bit of wear there. See it better in the pictures. But it has the bolster adjustment and all that sort of stuff. Obviously the R32 got this nice flat bottom steering wheel as well. The R badges all over it. A little bit of wear on here, but nothing major really. We'll grab the key and we'll check the mileage. Carpet set's lovely and dark. It's not got any ingrained dirt or anything on it. It's obviously had mats down for a long time. So mileage wise, 105,123. So pretty low mileage for the age. Can you see these things on 160, 170, no bother at all. Top of the dash, all nice and tidy. It's got this Pioneer touchscreen head unit in there, which I believe is a sort of Bluetooth all singing, all dancing jobby. We've got the heated seats option, aircon. What else have we got? What looks to be adaptive cruise, so we can set the distance, but we'll double check and put that in the description. Into the back. Rear bench doesn't look like it's been used hardly at all. Lovely and clean, no sign of any wear at all. Nice black headlining again, nice and tidy. Pull the bonnet while we're here. And then into the boot. Leading edge of that boot's all nice and tidy as well. Carpet set nice and clean, and the owner did rightly point out that the load net on the underside of the parcel shelf is still there and it's not sagging. Normally they've gone years ago. And then under the boot floor, lovely and clean. No sign of any moisture or anything in there. Tow hook and locking wheel on it and all that sort of stuff are in there. Parcel shelf's nice and clean as well. Again, it's got the tint on, so it's not going to be faded. And then into the passenger side. Same as the other side, a little bit of wear on the window switch. All this aluminium sort of nailed style trim is lovely and clean. Passenger seat, no sign of any wear at all really. Really, really good. They are particularly comfy, those seats as well, it's worth pointing that out. This one was driven to us, it was in relatively regular use up until it came here. It's been with us a couple of days now, it starts on the button every time. Lovely and clean under there. There's not a huge amount to see on these because obviously you can't get in and around them like you can on an older car, but see from what you can see of those inner wings, nice and clean. It's not been messed with, it's got no nasty air boxes or silly things like that. And if you look underneath, no sign of any fluid dropping on the floor there. Get it started up. There's a 3.2 litre V6 4-wheel drive. Monster of a thing. And again, start it up. Warning lights straight off, obviously, apart from the one for the handbrake, because we've got the handbrake on, so we can turn that off by taking the handbrake off. And then one because we've got no seatbelt on. Nothing nasty flying out the back. Nice and smooth up front. It is cold, so we're not going to rev it too hard, but we'll give it a little rev because it does sound fantastic. So there you have it. 2006 Volkswagen Golf R32. If you've got any more questions, please get in touch. We are open every day for viewings. If you want to come and see the car, again, let us know, we'll book you in. Or if you can't get to us, again, let us know. We can do video calls, we can send you extra photos or videos, answer any questions you might have. Please just let us know. Thank you.